Hello, dear students. You can see some images here. So, I think you can understand why these images I have shown you. So, last class we have discussed about economic geography and scope of economic geography, then human activity, economic activity of human. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about resource, meaning and importance of resource. So here you can see some images, and here also you can see some images. So these images and this image are not same. You can find out the difference. So here some images what about all man-made things. Human made all these things. Okay, each thing, this one, money, these, all these, what, who made this? Human. This is all who made this? Human. But this one you can see here, natural resource, what we get from our nature. Sun, forest, rock, these mineral, oil, these are all thing, animal, water, these are all natural resource what we get from nature. So I think you have clearly understand the difference between man-made resource and man-made resource and natural resource. I think you have clearly understand. Okay, so this is our topic today, meaning and importance of resource. Okay, before meaning and importance of resource, already I have shown you two pictures. So here is one thing you have to understand what is meaning. First you have to understand what is meaning. Okay, so all material essential for human being. Okay, all material essential for human being known as resource. All material for essential for human being known as resource, which are essential, very important for us, that is resource. The water, air, sun rays, soil, plant, you can see another line, mineral which found on the earth are essential to man. From here to here, essential to man, these all are resource. These resources are collected by man. Obviously, these all resources collected by man. Okay, these all resources collected by man. So, these collected mainly from nature through various means. And the resource obtained from nature by employing its own energy, knowledge, intelligence, skill, it's what? Due to availability of resource. So apart from fulfilling the man's primary needs, food, shelter, clothing and many requirements improve in the living condition because has been possible. Because what has been possible? Here I will explain you. Okay, this picture again I am taking. Why? I want to explain that there said that in book you can see there said that all things which is very essential for us, and we get this one, see, we get from nature, like mineral, air, forest, sun, rock, these are oil, water, these are we get from nature. And what? Soil we get from nature. And from nature what we do, when we get from nature and we convert or transform into man-made things. See, we transform into man-made things. Like just example here, I want to take one example about this. You can see here about the chair table. Okay, chair table we get from nature directly, we don't get. Okay, we get from nature indirectly. Chair table, how indirectly? This chair table wood we get. Okay, wood we get from nature, then that would transform into what? Chair table. That would transform into chair table, desk bench, and many other equipment. How transform? It transformed by human knowledge, skill. Okay, human knowledge, skill, intelligent. Just example, even here, even you can see sun. Already we have abundant energy, abundant on our earth, but now solar system develop. Why develop solar system? Because of human knowledge, because of human skill, human development. Otherwise, if human not do anything, then this sun energy, these minerals beneath of the earth simply lies. We don't means simply lies, or we could not utilize unless and until human knowledge and skill. And even in forest also, forest what, from forest we get different type of beneficiary product. So everything comes to the what, human knowledge, intelligence. Okay, here another point you can see, Zimmerman, any material to become resource should have two properties, functionality, utility. Okay, functionality and utility, you can see two properties should have any resource. If resource have functionality and utility, that is resource. If anything which has no function, no utility, then it cannot be resource. Function means what? Function means work, and utility means use. So function, work and use must be means present in a resource. Otherwise that cannot be a resource according to Zimmerman. Otherwise it cannot be a resource. Remember, this question comes, write down two functionality according to Zimmerman. So that functionality, what, functionality and utility, these two properties, what, utilization has been bring human welfare, socio-economic development. So these two function, resource of these two function bring development. Obviously, just example, very simple example, it can take the resource like what we get from nature, that is we utilize in day-to-day life, and we make our life very luxurious, very suitable. Earlier people, in the ancient time, people used to sit on a floor, but nowadays people used to sit where? Sofa, desk, bench, table, chair. How? Because human utilize this all thing, transaction, these all natural resource into usable resource. That's why here another thing, man associated resource in two ways. Yes, man, what, man associated resources two ways. How? Man is a consumer, man is man is consumer of resource and also producer of resource. How? Man produce resource and also consume resource. These two ways man associated, two different ways man associated with resource, produce and consume. Produce, you know how? Just one natural resource produced by one natural resource, like we get some forest, we get what, wood, and what we do, that wood, how we consume? Every time consume means not consume by mouth, consume means utilize. What here we get the utilize, that when we utilize, that is consume, human utilize, that is consume. So that wood transmit, that would transition to the desk, bench, table, then human being utilize it, animal not utilize it, human being utilize it. And this is how man associated with resource, two ways. Okay, yeah, I can show something, what, with the expansion, yeah, I can show that with the expansion of horizon of human knowledge, many new resource created and used. Okay, created and used. It means resource derived from nature, resource of the resource, example, all these things, industry, school, all produced by men themselves. Yes, one thing you have to keep in mind that in the earth many places have lots of resource. Some countries have lots of resource, but that countries are not means very you can see that countries are not so developed. I'll show one example. Okay, here you can see one image, few children and very kacha road. So here you can read in mineral resource, mineral rich, DRD, it's a country Congo. Okay, Congo, African country, DRD, Democratic Republic Congo, African country, very rich in mineral, but what? Widespread poverty. Widespread poverty means children has lack of food facility, the water facility, health facility, lots of problem there. Poverty means you got in 9th class the poverty. It means what? Basic needs also they cannot fulfill. Why? Here, why this country is facing this problem? The main problem what? Main problem what? Human resource. Country is has lots of mineral resource. Problem is human resource. What human resource? Government political situation very unstable, then education less, human knowledge less. So when a country also have lots of resource but human knowledge are very less, human knowledge if less, then they cannot utilize their resource properly. And another problem, these all countries face colonization by European countries, so they took lots of advantage of the resource. So if a country rich in mineral also, but then also that country could be a poor country, undeveloped country, because of human knowledge need, human knowledge, human skill, intelligent need to utilize that resource, country's resource. So here is another image, the difference between developed and undeveloped country. Developed and undeveloped country or city, anything you can see the difference. What difference? This image you can see very developed and this is undeveloped. There is another problem what, as I told, if a country have lots of resource also, but sometime it may not be a developed country because needs what? Human resource, human brain, human skill need to utilize that type of resource. That's why we can see in the world vast difference among the countries, developed country, undeveloped country, among the and developing countries also we can see vast difference. So here you can see it is notable that the variation in the natural and man-made resource change in the human from here to human, change in the human demand and development of new technology. Obviously new technology is made different change in the resource. The meaning of some resource made different in with respect the change of time. Yes, so here till here you have understood the man-made resource, natural resource, all depend on the human technology, human knowledge, human skill, education. These all things depend on human. So that's why human is the main resource who can utilize all natural resource, who can utilize or all natural resource which is utilized which is very usable, essential for human being. Okay, our next another portion, resource is dynamic. You can see this sentence, dynamic. What is dynamic? Dynamic means resource is dynamic, that means change with time. Resource is dynamic which change with time. Nobody can say today's resource can be useful for future generation. Maybe today's resource cannot be useful for future generation. So resource is dynamic. Here is two type, you can see, to name neutral stuff and resistance. The two name you can see here. What is neutral stuff? Okay, neutral stuff, here materials found on the earth which are no way useful or harmful to man, that is neutral stuff. That means no use, any resource which is no use for man also, harmful for man also, that is neutral stuff. That is any material that is neutral stuff, that cannot be resource, because resource means essential for human being, but neutral stuff means which is no harmful, no useful, no harmful, that is neutral stuff. Example here, earlier before discover all the mineral coal, these all were neutral stuff, no harmful, no useful for human being. When it discovered, that time it become resource for human being. After discovery it become resource of human being, but before discovery these things were neutral stuff, no harmful, no useful. Okay, this turn done. Now another thing is, what I said, resistance. Resistance what? Resistance means flood effect. Flood is called resistance. How? Example, in fertile soil, several frog affected called resistant. That means material or phenomena which are harmful to man called resistance. Okay, material or phenomena which are harmful to man called resistance. Flood, harmful. Okay, flood harmful to man, that's why called resistance. Okay, this is the image of flood. I know that we are live in Assam, so we Assamese have this type of means very frequent knowledge. Every year we get this type of flood. So this is resistance. Why? It harmful for us. But here is another thing. This resistance can be also changed. How it can change? Okay, what we got, resource dynamic. So this resistance can be changed. How? Earlier what happened here, dam on the Damodar river for means what, before construction Damodar river, this one what happened, people got lots of flood problem. Okay, lots of in West Bengal. But when Damodar river made there, so it become resource. How it become resource? On Damodar river, generation of hydropower, that means hydroelectricity generate from there, and also creation of irrigation facility. So that river earlier given lots of flood problem on West Bengal area, but when on that river it made Damodar dam, when it made dam on that Damodar river, so now that dam and river become what? Resource for human being. So this is the picture of Damodar Dam. Damodar Dam on Damodar river, the Damodar Dam. So when it made, so now people get relief from flood, which was resistance. Now it become what? Resource. Resource for human being. Hydroelectricity, and it gives irrigation facility to the field, paddy field area, and different places irrigation facility given. So that's why the resource dynamic. Now what we have understood here, resource is dynamic, it change with time. Nobody can say what resource can be useful or harmful for future generation. Okay, today till here I want to stop. I hope you have understood what is resource and how resource useful to us, and how many types of resource. I hope you have understood. Please write down in your copy how many types of resource we got, and why resource is dynamic. Write down and wait for my next video. Thank you.